Who?
Martel, Leanne,
Leanne. Okay.
then Martel, and then Nama.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let me okay here. If you guys can actually I got it. I got it here. Man, this has been a really, really intense day today. Everything's been happening, fast forwarding. A lot of great synchronicities have been coming from today, and yeah, it's been an extra energy today. I felt it when I talked to Sarge today. He just felt energized. It's like, where all this energy come from? I'm drained of energy here. When I do readings, it takes it's just like Reiki, the way energy works. It takes a little bit of you to connect to these higher realms of existence to get this information. And even though I'm looking at your chart, I'm also my energy is interacting with your higher self. So it does drain you, just like I think Reiki does. When they say you go get a Reiki session, if you're a healer, you're actually synchronistically syncing with the Reiki master, and you're actually healing the Reiki master while they're healing you. So it's a symbiotic connection, and
Yeah.
it does
usually
have
feels really good to me. Reiki session.
yeah, it feels good to the Reiki master. The Reiki master loves it because it's like an energy. I wouldn't say a buffet. That's not the right word to use it, but it's more like because all these energy vampires. But it's more like you're healing the Reiki master for being a healer, even though you don't even know you're doing it, just because your energy. So the same way goes with readings for me because if the person's not a healer and I'm using the energy to read them, it does drain my energy after a while. So okay,
I'm already
let's get this started. All right, so
Leanne is unmuted.
guys, welcome all 23. You guys, welcome.
Welcome.
I think today we're gonna. You said Leanne's who's first, Kathy?
Yes, Leanne. She's unmuted.
Okay. Hello, Leanne. How are you?
Press the blue button. It'll turn green, and then you can speak, Leanne.
Sorry about that. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Feeling a little bit flat.
Okay.
Energy's a bit low.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you with that. Same here. Same here. But it's all good when we're around people of like mind. Sometimes it's like a recharge, and I guess it helps us. Sometimes some of us need that recharge. Can I have your birthday, time you were born, and location, please?
Yes. The 2nd of the 10th, 1963. Time of birth was 7:30 a.m. in Gladstone, Queensland, Australia.
Okay, you said Gladstone, Queensland?
Gladstone,
okay.
Queensland, Australia.
Okay. Let me look this up real quick while we're doing this here. 1 second, please.
Okay.
And we're offering, so Brad's going to be doing astrology, and then I could do a tarot. If you have a question for the tarot cards, I could try to get some questions answered for you. Or if you just want me to pull an oracle card, I can get that for an oracle card for you if you'd like.
Yes, I would like the oracle card, please.
Okay. All right. Let me pick up one for you here. Okay. It's telling me you would like you need the spirit animal cards. So we're going to pull a spirit animal card for you. I like those. Spirit animal, force energy, spirit animal card for Leanne. Alexander. Okay. Oh, that one definitely wanted to jump out. Okay. About the platypus. Do y'all have platypuses there in Australia?
Yes, we do have platypuses in Australia.
That's awesome. That picked a platypus for you. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like here. Picture, dark screen, camera. Okay. So it says a platypus. It says, this is the spirit animal deck. So stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. Complaining about this or that is a way to blow off steam, which can be healthy to a degree, but ultimately it is very helpful for you it isn't very helpful for you or anyone around you. Lift yourself up no matter what your present life circumstances are. Face the day head on and notice which thoughts you tend to put most on your attention. Whatever the nature of those thoughts, the consequences manifest not only in your feelings, but eventually in your world around you. Power flows wherever your attention goes. Power is life force or spirit. When your attention is focused on negative thoughts, negative experiences result. So whatever you notice yourself repeatedly attending to negative thoughts, practice shifting your attention to thoughts of gratitude. Consider the blessings in your life, or blessings, right? What are the things that make you happy? You may find discrepancy between what makes you happy and what you're doing in your life right now. In that case, choose to alter one or the other. Either change your life and start doing what makes you happy, or change your thinking to enjoy whatever is happening in the moment. It's up to you. And I'll send you a picture of the card in that reading for you.
Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Leanne. Yeah, I'm looking at your chart, and I see you as you're a real people person. I think you're very much of a psychic because you have your sun signs in 7 degrees and it's in its 12th house. So because it's in your 12th house, you're very much aware of a lot of things right now. The 7 degrees kind of tells me that you're much of a physical healer. I mean, you have the kind of vibes of an empath, I would say, almost, because you can't put yourself around a lot of people, because you're very psychic in that regard with people, and you know a lot, and because you know what you know, it's hard for you to share your perceptions of what you know. So you kind of internalize a lot of your things that you want to speak instead of speaking it out. You kind of keep it from within because you can't speak about a lot of things. I feel like that's the case. And 12th house is all about introspect. It's also the house of secrets, but it makes you go within to get the answers that you're asking these questions. And because you're so sensitive to these higher realms of existence and consciousness, you kind of perceive things a lot differently than most people. I think since you're sensitive, you need to periodically withdraw in order to cleanse yourself of psychic debris that you kind of pick up. And you do pick up psychic debris because of this moon sign that you have in Pisces, being it's in 20 degrees. So you're very much a spiritual person. I see you as you're very aware of what's going on spiritually. I think you almost talk to your guides and your spiritual team on a regular basis. And then you also connect with people psychically. And because you have this Pisces moons they're very sweet people. They're very much visionaries, they're very poetic about things, very compassionate, and they're empathetic with other people. That's why I said you have the connections of makings of an empath, because you have that physical connection where you physically are an energy mover, but then you're really empathetic to the downtrodden people that get disadvantaged. So you have great sympathy for them. So in a sense, since it's in your moon's in your 5th house, you're really emotionally sensitive in the areas of interacting with people right now because of you being this psychic. Like it's like you can kind of psychically connect to them and understand what's going on intuitively. So you have to withdraw from being around a lot of people because you kind of are like a spiritual sponge. You kind of take their energy, and sometimes it's hard for you to transmute it, and it makes you go nuts. So you you know, if you're in a serene environment for you, it kind of evens you out. And see, Pisces moons, the one thing about them is they're so connected to people that they just see the good in people so much that they tend to get easily swayed by other people and their opinions instead of just trusting their own what they see. So especially if they don't have a spiritual connection already set up for themselves. So it's very important for you that you be true to yourself and to your inner process of who you are, because you have this spiritual understanding of what's going on, and then you have this gift of being able to be sympathetic to all these people. And I believe you're psychic because this is in that spiritual realm. See, you have a lot of water in your chart right now because your first 3 planets are, or you have this the Libra, the Sun of Libra. They're very well balanced with people, like they're very engaged with connections, interpersonal relationships with people, and then you have these 2 psychic water signs coming right afterwards. So I feel you very much a people oriented person, but you're and you connect to energies of people very well, given that you have this rising in Scorpio at 13 degrees. And Scorpio rising, since it's in your 12th house, and then you have the Scorpio risings. Scorpio rising can be very secretive, okay? They're very deep and passionate people, but they're hyper aware of what's going on in the reality, only because a lot of the times they wonder what people are always thinking about them, so they kind of always one-up themselves and are hyper alert of what's going around them, so people won't necessarily be judging them a lot of the times. And I know this because I'm a Scorpio rising myself. So you have strong will with this kind of placement, and you have the ability to kind of see through the veil with people. People can't bluff you, or kind of mold you or trick you in any way, because you can kind of see them for what they are. And I think that's what makes you hyper aware and hypersensitive of why you don't engage with a lot of people, because you see them for what they are, and you don't kind of buy into that like normal, like other Pisces moons that have this placement. You kind of with this makes you very cautious, but you see things for what they are. You see things in your reality for what it is. You get downloads of information at a high clip for what it is, and that's what makes you unique, because you have 2 of the 2 water signs that make you hypersensitive to your reality. Now your Mercury's kind of speaking to me here, and I'll leave it at here. It's in Virgo at 20 and 21 degrees, and that's that communication alignment. You have this power in your voice when you speak, and you're very analytical. You're very practical when you make sense to people. It's like you make things make sense. You add logic to how you speak, and that's one of your gifts. Maybe either in writing it or reading a book, and you can just break the book down very easily. But other people find you very dependable with this energy because of this 21 degree alignment, and it's in your 11th house. So it's speaking to me that you kind of find your inner awareness being in friendships and other group settings and associations, like you collectively. I almost want to say like a teacher, or like any kind of Telegram group or something like that, where everybody's of like mind. You kind of step up and kind of help people, make them feel ease about certain things, and you just have this ability to, I guess, command a space or a room. And that's how I think you find a lot of who you are through these associations with other people, especially in how you communicate with them. I mean, you're very inquisitive with this, and you have excellent discernment skills, I would say, with this alignment. So that goes along with your rising and the fact that you're psychic. Some people would think you're psychic and you are, but they would automatically assume because of your Mercury alignment being as powerful. So you have 2 powerful psychic alignments going right in, or 3, I would say, and then your sun sign. So all in all, and I'll leave this one here. I think you might be a calling for you to be a teacher or something like that, because in this sense, since it's in this viewpoint of the 11th house, it's like you enjoy learning in the company of others who share the same interests and curiosities as you, and then it also gives you a platform to kind of put that extra layer of context of what you see spiritually to things, which is always a learning thing for a lot of people. So it will make you naturally a great teacher, which if you're not already, I think that you probably might look into in the future for you. Now, I'm not looking at your aspects, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is what speaking in my head to me that's telling me this. Because you always like the 12th house is all about loving to learn and being around people of like mind and the same interests and curiosities. And because you kind of make things make sense for people, you are that bridge for a lot of people. They kind of come to you and ask you your opinion before they make an opinion on other things, because they know that your opinion is going to be kind of the highest truth, so to speak. Does that resonate with you and what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes. I usually go to the shops on a Friday with my friends for coffee, and everyone just stops and wants to talk, and people pass me by, and it's just a connection and smiles.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you have an attractor to people. People are attracted to your energy, for sure. It's on your chart.
Yeah.
If you have the Venus in Libra alignment too, so just know that keep doing what you're doing, and just know that like you have your first impressions of things is usually what you're psychically picking up, and you do have this ability to feel people out immediately, and it's kind of like this vision that you have. So just keep trusting in yourself and keep doing what you're doing. And I appreciate you letting me do this reading on you.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
You're welcome. And guys, if you're getting a reading here, the private readings, I do go in deeper on your charts and the galactic charts, and the private readings we go into, your connections with your soul family, where you might incarnated from. And it kind of makes sense when you look at the natal charts and you link the galactic charts together, because it shows you that everything's by design. Like even the people we hang with, that we resonate with, that are our friends, even on Telegram, are probably in the same soul groups and incarnated in the same places. And it shows it in our galactic charts. So I do those on the private sessions, but it's a lot of information, and I highly suggest, if you are looking to get deeper into the natal chart about yourself and the galactic chart, to definitely get a session with me on that. And then if you want to get a clearing or go deeper into your tarot, I highly suggest getting a session with Stacy. She's a master Reiki healer, practitioner, and she's also good at putting people to sleep. So if you have a hard time going to sleep, I would definitely hit her up and set up a session. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you,
next
Leanne.
we have.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leanne. So next we have Martel, Nama,
Okay.
Handicapper, Darren, Toot, and possibly Agent 99. We'll let you know on her.
Yeah, we'll see. Sure.
So who's after Nama? Who's after Nama? You said?
Handicapper 1 is after Nama.
Okay. Handicapper 1. Hey, Max. Good seeing you. All right.
I haven't found their handicapper. Okay, I was having a hard time finding their. It's really dark. It's really dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's really dark. Do you need some more light there, Stacy?
Oh, their avatar was really dark, so it wasn't picking up on me. It's good. I'm good. I'm all good. So
we have Martel next.
Yes.
All right. Hello, Martel. How are you? Just hit the blue mic and turn green, and then you can speak. Boom, boom.
If your mic is blue, you're
House.
muted. And when
Hello.
oh, there you go. Yay!
Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Doing good. Nice. Can I have your birthday, time you were born, and location, please?
Sure. I'm the 12th of April, 1986, and
Okay.
I was born 2 a.m. in London, UK.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Give me a minute here to look up your alignment, and then while I'm doing that, Stacy will do her part here.
Right. And Martel, do you know would you like a Reiki healing, or a tarot card reading, or an oracle card reading?
I'll go for a tarot card reading, please.
Okay. Do you have a question? Anything in particular? Any particular part in your life that you would like me to look into?
Maybe just my current time right now, actually.
Your what now?
The current time that I'm in right now, if
current,
it can be related, yeah.
Time. Are you interested in like your career, your love life, just overall, general?
Yeah, all and above, general, yeah.
Okay, general. All right. I'll see what I can get on that for you. All right, Brad, you'll
Yeah, I'm still looking it up real quick, so just give me a second.
See what I can get.
Oh, right.
Maybe I do a past present. 3 cards of channel. What's coming? Can I do 3 cards?
Okay.
No. Do past, present, future. Yeah, okay. Yes. Future. Yeah, got a lot of over there.
Yeah, I'm looking at his chart, man. He's got a calling on his chart. And he's an empath. Okay. You want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'll pick the cards out.
You want me to go first?
When I pick the tarot cards, it takes me a little bit longer. I gotta tap in.
Okay, that's all good. All good. Yeah, Martel, you are a man about action, brother. Like, your chart has a huge calling for you spiritually on here. Like your sun sign's in 21 degrees, so you're very spiritually inclined. You have this Aries powerhouse. I would guess it's Aries ruling planet is Mars, so you're all about action, getting things done. Aries usually they like to rush into things before reflecting on it, but they can be a little bit impatient. But they're tremendous leaders. They're tremendous vitality and physically active. And your sun sign's in your 3rd house, so the 3rd house is all about developing your intellect and communicating your idea with others. And it's like right now you're like a keen observer of what's going on around you. I think you're constantly asking the universe questions with things, and spiritually you're getting the answers. Because you have this high spiritual alignment. Like you're constantly being shown things and perceiving your reality a little bit different than most people. It's almost like the information that you seek finds you. You don't have to look for it. And you see it for what it is. And this can make you a little bit psychic in sense of knowing things. I feel like you're always seeking knowledge right now, any which way you can. Hence why you're here. And the esoteric sector, you're seeking it in science, technology. You're pretty much engaging as much information to soak in as you can and applying that knowledge and making it make sense for you. And you're on this journey about discovering anything you can about the world. And then I feel like you're at a point where once you get to this knowledge, you'll be able to communicate it because it's in your 3rd house. So there's something special about you being able to speak your truth about what you know. And you have that power and that voice to do so. I would almost say, my friend, that you have the ability to do such things like a lot of spiritual leaders are. Like I see you as a spiritual leader. like definitely somebody who's like in this new world, this new earth that's here, helping connect, getting people closer to source. Like, I feel like you're one of them. Like, my guides are telling me this only because, like, and I feel like this only because you have this moon sign at 22 degrees, another powerful spiritual alignment, almost angelic, I would say. When you see people who have these powerful spiritual alignments in their moon and sun sign, it's like a calling for them. And since it's in Taurus, you're very, very grounded in this reality. You're very good. Your emotional side it takes you a while to get you riled up more than other areas. Like other areas, men, they don't have this placement. They have a lot of anger problems. For you. You kind of look at things a little differently. You don't get riled up, and that's what makes you different, because you see the world completely different than most people. It's in your fourth house, so it's like emotional sensitivities with the home life for you. Those that you care for, that's in your environment, that's in your inner circle. You're naturally like domesticated right now. And I feel like you need to connect or feel a need to connect with your environment to make you feel at home. So anything that has to do with family, close friends, it's kind of like a sentimental subject for you at this time. You tend to only select people in your circle that feels like family to you or something that's connected to you in some way. Having this connection like this, you only have people in your inner circle. People who generally have this in their fourth house generally put people in their inner circle that help raise them to another level. So whoever's close to you right now is very important for you and your psyche, because they're the ones that's going to push you to become this person that you are, because that's how you're finding yourself right now on your emotional side. It's through these personal connections with the home life. And you have great emotional self-control. I would almost say with that regard. Now you are a bit of an empath. You are a bit of an empath, and you have it. Your rising is in 1 degree Capricorn. So yeah, you're an empath for sure. But you're in Cap, so you're really responsible. I almost would say that, like, you're very aware of what's going on around you. You're so responsible that kind of, and since you're an empath, you feel people's energies. You feel energies very, very much. Like whenever the Schumann goes off, you feel that. Whenever people are around you, you can't probably go in public places a lot, and you might need to find a serene place, like being out in the country or the woods or being outside, to kind of get your equilibrium back, because you are feeling all these energies. And some days you might be tired, and other days you might be wired up. It's because you're very sensitive to energies. But having this Capricorn rising, it makes you very much. See, Capricorn represents the accomplishments of the material world, like the prestige, the honor, the public success, all that. And you have this driving force behind you that has this ambition of making things, getting it done. Like, it's something about you that wants to succeed. And you might not be sure of it now, or maybe you already do know because of these spiritual alignments, but that's what's going to get you to the finish line. It's the fact that you have this drive to never give up on things. And I don't think, and when you set your sights on something, you steadily win that race. And that's kind of how I see it. A lot of people with Cap risings generally have low self-esteem when they're younger, but for you, it was like you learned that lesson, especially on your first Saturn return. But you learned that lesson, and you came into this new mode of being. You're a whole different person now, and that's what I think is going to make you much of a spiritual leader, is the fact that you were there before and you rose to this place now, and you can be kind of like an example for the people that are not in that place, especially the youth. I think you would benefit from sharing the gifts that you do have to the world, and because you are truly a humanitarian at your heart of things. Now, you do have a Mercury in Pisces, so you do have power in your voice, and that goes along with what I'm saying. You're very spiritually inclined. You're very refined, and you can kind of see things. I think you might be musically talented too, because a lot of Pisces Mercuries, they're very talented musically, either writing, singing, playing instruments. I think that's something, like, you're kind of an artist of that in that regard. And maybe this can be a connection for you on making money because it's in your second house. So like it's like your inner awareness, your values, your resources would probably come from you communicating. So a lot of people who have this in their placement, their second house in Mercury, generally make money from their gifts. You're really grounded in reality, how you think. You're a natural conduit for being able to distribute resources, and you have a talent for dealing with issues of finance and property with people right now. Like whatever it is, like if it was a dispute between who should hold the money and who should be trusted, it'd be you, because you are very, very responsible. I almost would say it's like almost like God chose you to be this way because of something that you have to do, and there's like a calling with that because of this point where you're at. But this makes you highly sensitive and just anything in any surroundings that you're in. Okay, either coming from an unconscious or an instinctual level, you just can perceive those kind of energies, and that's why you a lot of times you might have to retreat because you're picking up energies that you don't even know are around you, and that could be the case. And because of that, you have a more mental side to your nature more than the logical side. It's more of like an instinctual thing to your nature with things instead of just logic. So it's like a feeling for you get, and then and that's how it is. It's like your spidey sense is tingling, and when it does tingle, it's usually telling you something. So that's what I see here. But I see that like part of your gift can be used in that nature because you're very sound, you're very trusting, and then you have this Venus in Taurus. So yeah, it makes you very trusting, very earthy, very practical with things. Like you're the one to be trusted. You're very loyal with things. Having this placement in 11 degrees, and I think you're really good with money. So maybe a financial advisor, I would say almost, because you're very responsible, and then you're good with money. So that might be a calling for you already to be in if you're already not in that. And does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That actually sounds a lot like me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have a lot of earth in your chart, man. A lot of earth in your chart, and then you have this go-getter kind of attitude and drive because you have it in your Mars too. So you achieve something, you set your sights on something, and you achieve it very well. And it's not like you're tunnel visioned, but it's just that you can see these different timelines, and it's almost like God shows you things, and shows you things through people that you engage with that gives you a lot of hope and inspiration and clarity for yourself to keep perceiving on what you're doing. And it's kind of hard to explain because a lot of people aren't spiritually connected like you are, so you don't explain it a lot, but it's a knowingness.
Yeah.
And you get to it.
No, I get that. That sounds, okay. Yeah, definitely me.
I feel like you're going to run into something well for you to be able to manage. I don't know what it is. I just feel like you are. You have all the makings of being trusted for something like that. And maybe this is why you're on the cycle that you're on right now, is to get you ready for that. I don't know. We'll see what Stacy says, but
okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so I drew 3 cards for you. Let me put my camera on here. And I got you were kind of wanting a message about the future, right? So, and I've got the 4 Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and the Temperance card. You said something about an angel there earlier, I think, Brad. I thought that was kind of funny. So, the 4 Pentacles as a message, it means that finding a balance between material and spiritual needs is essential for your overall well-being. So while it's important to have a secure foundation, focusing too much on material wealth can hinder your spiritual development. So remember to invest time and energy into nurturing your spiritual side and exploring your inner self. As well, this will lead to more fulfilling life experience, because if you're doing what you love, it doesn't matter. It just fulfills your, right? It fulfills your money. If you're making money on things
What's
you hate,
on the money?
on faking stuff you hate doing, it's like, oh, you can't wait to get out of there. But if you're doing something that you really enjoy, but you're making less money, but it will make a life much better for you. And so you also got the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups is saying that you are being guided to form more deep connections and partnerships that can enhance your spiritual growth. So surround yourself with people who share your values and beliefs, as they can support and inspire you on your spiritual journey. So embrace the power of collaboration and shared experiences to foster personal growth and deeper understanding. So that was exciting. I really like that cup. And then you got this lovely cup of temperance. The temperance is all about guiding you to cultivate balance and harmony within yourself. So I feel like a lot of this is talking about balancing and harmonizing yourself. So to not get overwhelmed. It reminds you to practice moderation and patience as you navigate your journey. You may need to make adjustments in order to achieve a state of equilibrium in your life, but trust that this will ultimately bring greater peace and clarity. Allow yourself to flow with natural rhythms of life, right? Because it's the water's flowing in and out of those cups. And finding that middle path and avoiding extremes. And by doing so, you can create a solid foundation for your spiritual growth and inner transformation. So I hope that reading resonates with you, and I'll send you a picture of the cards to you.
Yeah, it does. Thank you very much, Stacey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting.
We have Nama.
What you say, Kathy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Next, we have Nama.
So next is two.
Your mic is open. Go ahead, Nama.
Hello?
Hello.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys? I'm a little nervous.
I'm doing okay. Doing
Good.
okay. It's been a high energy day today. So it's doing great. Can I have your birthday, time you were born, and location, please?
Okay. February 17th, 1960. 4:17 a.m. in Wichita,
A lot of
Kansas.
17s in there.
Yes, a lot.
Wichita.
Where you were
Awesome.
from.
Give me a minute here. Let me look this up here real quick.
Okay.
A lot of 17s. That's awesome. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Oh, wow.
I like hearing, oh, wow.
Yeah, you have You have hold on a second here.
I got kicked out for a second there. I may have to come out and come back in it because it's really low. Now, Nama, did you know if you wanted to have a Reiki healing session? I do spirit releasement if you feel like you have an attachment that needs to be released. I also do tarot cards or an oracle card. Do you have anything that
I'm really
resonates with
interested
you?
in the tarot.
Huh?
You're a little bit low there, Stacey.
Yeah, it's low for me too. I think I'm gonna have to come out and come back in. Did she say tarot?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a question specifically?
No, just general.
Just general. Okay.
Yeah.
Some energy is kicking me out here.
Yeah, I'll come back out and come back in, guys. Don't want to end the live stream.
And if yeah, I said to mute your mic there, Teresa. I unmuted you, but I was getting some feedback, so maybe that's where it's from. Okay, there we go. Now we'll see here. Yeah. Okay.
Gonna do a little mic test. Is this better?
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Good
Perfect.
job. Okay.
I turned you up a little bit. Turn you down here.
Go ahead with
There you go.
Go ahead with your side, Brad, and I'll pull some tarot for her.
Okay. All right. So Nama, yeah, you're similar to Martel here, but I see a lot more in your chart. You're very much very psychic, spiritually, very spiritually charged. I almost want to say that, like, because you have this calling at 27 degrees, you are able to do certain things similar to, kind of similar to what Stacy's doing. I feel like you're a reader, you're a healer too, a spiritual healer and an empath. Your Aquarius is at 27 degrees, and it's in your second house. So Aquarius is they're known for being eccentric, spontaneous, original. They're forward thinkers. They're really detached, and they're conservative. But they're also scientifically minded and logical and confident. They're lone wolves in how they think, and they're just they're natural humanitarians. A lot of Aquarius are. That's why a lot of them are entrepreneurs. But you have this 27th degree ability. 27 degrees, and it's in your second house. Second house represents the vitality force to abstain sustenance and possess resources. Like, resource and security for you are very strong, and you have a strong urge to kind of identify with those resources that create safety and comfort for yourself, and that's closest to you. It's like you truly value these things, and I think you have this willpower that attracts much of what you desire in your life. So you are like people will just give you things. You attract so much stuff to you that you end up just collecting things through people. People just love your energy. You gather a lot of great people around you, and you possess something. And when you possess something, it takes a special significance for you. Now, people with this placement tend to kind of hold on to value what they have, like whether it be pleasure or monetary wealth or things like that. But you have like a love of beauty that's beyond what people see. Like, you see the beauty in things that most people don't. And I feel like this is how you find yourself, is you're finding yourself through what your resources in order to discover your own sense of self-worth. You're finding yourself through what you have. And I feel like you may attract people who have this placement, attract influential people. Like, literally all the friends that you have in your life are really powerful people, because you're a powerful person. You're a mirror for what you attract. And because you're naturally and spiritually powerful, these people just gravitate to you. Like, you're like I would say a spiritual beacon, energy beacon, and I would almost say an earth angel. I would go out to say that, only because you have this grace and ability to attract these people, and these people like see your light and they love to be around you. I think you can serve as an example and how to be resourceful and appreciative of what you have, and that might be a calling for you to teach people about learning and finding yourself from nothing or from what they do have and seeing the bright side of things. So that's something in there. But this Libra moon that you have is very interesting too, because it's also in high alignment, 24 degrees. It's in your 10th house. So this might be a thing for you. I think it's something I almost want to say, because it's the 10th house is all about career. It's all about experiences and your acceptance in the public career and workplace. Prestige matters a great deal to you. And you're very ambitious. You probably either, if you're retired, you're still working some capacity, or you're still working because it's like this mentality you have. You just can't stop working, or you're working to something. And that's why I think this is a calling for you to do something of this, whether it be to be a service to other people, because you're naturally like that anyway. So in this new world that we're heading into, I feel like that's what your calling is. So you still have some work to do, and this could be a business for you to be of service for people and to speak your truth. Because you like Libra moons, they're very balanced. They're very good at hearing people's stories and opposing points of view. And you are able to perceive things and kind of see ahead in time, so to speak. Like, I almost want to say you're very psychic in that regard, and you can kind of dictate or see what's going to happen. The source kind of tells you and shows you these things. That's why I think you can almost be reading people yourself, because you're very good at just being in tune with people and not being too emotionally caught up in it. You can kind of detach yourself, but you give it just enough to where people love to be around you and hear what you have to say. And it's in your 10th house. So this could be a career for you, or something of you of making yourself a natural leader in that regard, because you have this ability to kind of stand up and be this leader, and people kind of perceive that as somebody like emotionally cool or detached, and kind of gives them concise knowledge when they need to. And that's why I see in here you have like natural leadership abilities. And this is one of the reasons why you attract these influential friends and people around you in your life that want to be a part of it, because they see your light, they see who you are. It's in your 24 degrees, and it's a very powerful alignment. And having that, and then also having it in your sun sign, that's a lot of water. It's a lot of energy moving, and you can move energy around. So I almost would say you can do Reiki too, and you can also read people, just kind of like how me and Stacey are doing it. Because you can move energy around very efficiently. You have 2 air signs in your first 3 planets, so you're an energy mover, and you manifest things very fast for yourself. So that's one thing. Then you have this ascendant in Cap again at 3 degrees. So you're very much of an empath. You're very sensitive and intuitive to people, and you kind of can feel and read people very well, almost to a T. And you're very responsible. Hence why these influential friends that you do have see you, because they see you as this person that gets things done. You always have a drive. You always have something on the agenda, a goal set for yourself, and you kind of knock it out and achieve it. And then you can perceive things for what it is and make it make sense. So that's an interesting tidbit with this, is that part. Also, your Venus is interesting, and I'm just going to throw this one more thing in here. Your Venus is interesting. Your whole chart's interesting. I mean, everybody's charts are interesting, but you have a lot of highlight points, I would say, on your chart, and this could be a calling for you. It's a calling for you to be in some kind of spiritual business, whether it be helping people. It's something to do with, because you have it, it's aligned for you right now to be in this point, because your Venus is in Cap at 25 degrees, and it's in your first house. So you're literally stepping into your power right now. And since Venus rules the finances, you are just a lighthouse on what you're doing. People can see you exactly what you're doing and how you're doing things. And it's like an energy. It's like a how you do things when you present yourself to the world, and they are attracted to that. I don't know what it is. It's like people just feel comfortable being around you and want to share everything with you. But you apply this very good because it's in your first house, and it's this immediate connection of how you want to express yourself. And you're just an attractive, likable person off the jump. People see you, they're like, that woman is amazing. That's that kind of energy. So, does that make sense?
Yes.
You get that a lot? Okay.
I couldn't get out of Walmart yesterday because the cashier wanted to tell me her problems.
Right. Yeah, because they just feel comfortable with you right away. Like you just make people guard, they drop their guard with you. It's just like they feel like they just want to open up to you and share all their problems because you just have this aura about you, and then it's connected to Cap. So you're really good. You're really protected. I almost want to say you're really grounded and secure with your finances. And this could be a business for you, helping people and empowering people in the way that you do. Just being around people, just you being yourself and just putting yourself around people empowers people just by you being yourself. So, and you could I almost see like you can make this a business for yourself. It's in your first house, so you already know this within yourself because it's in your first house. The first house is like knowing and stepping out and commanding your power and taking your power back and being passionate in all four things that you do. And I think you're very charming and likable with this energy, and this is going to make you kind of blossom into this because that 10th house is that 10th house in your moon sign. It's like you always are setting yourself up socially and in the workspace and somehow trying to apply it. So even if you aren't working, your mind still thinks that it is. And
Right.
does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I retired a year and a half ago, and I haven't gotten bored yet. So
Yeah. So I get you. And maybe that might be a calling for you down the road for a humanitarian project or something to do, because it's still wanting you to kind of apply yourself in the world in that way, but not fully go engaged in there. So I hope this helps with you.
oh, you gave me goosebumps. That's great. Very, very.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Let me get my camera going here. I got a couple I went ahead and pulled an oracle card for you, even though you didn't ask for one. And I did a couple of tarot cards for you too. So the oracle card I got for you was to show the world the real you, which is full moon in Aquarius. So it's kind of interesting because it doesn't match what the book says. So that's very interesting because the book says bring love into the situation. So Aquarius is all about progress and moderate. I can't say that word. So in this time to move forward, the new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on the way, and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on whether you believe in you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but by being loving, not too pragmatic, time may be of the essence. When the card comes up, Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. So I thought that was a good card. So it was just talking about, it needs to be more detached from the situation, thinking about the outside the box, and improve your karma by doing some charity work. So, and then these cards I got was the Page of Cups, the Chariot, and the Page of Wands. So for the Page of Cups, as a message, it means that you must trust your inner voice and listen to your heart. So the universe is calling on you to open yourself up to the wonders of love and creativity, to be receptive to the messages that the universe is trying to send your way. The Page of Cups represents the start of a new emotional journey, and encourages you to embrace the journey with curiosity and joy. It's reminding you to approach life with a sense of wonder and to nurture your emotional growth. And then the Chariot card as a message means that you have the potential to achieve great success and triumph in your spiritual journey. So the universe is encouraging you to take action and pursue your spiritual path. It's time to trust yourself and your spiritual gifts and to push through any obstacles that may stand in your way. The Tarot reminds us that with focus and willpower, we can achieve our spiritual goals and become the best versions of ourselves. So I really liked that. And then this one for the Page of Wands, it means that you may be embarking on a new spiritual adventure or exploring new avenues of personal growth and self-discovery. This period of exploration can bring new insights, renewed enthusiasm, and a deeper connection to your inner self. So embrace this journey with an open heart and a curious mind, and it can lead you to profound spiritual growth. So I think that went really well with what Brad's reading.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like it seems like the universe wants you to dive into these things because it's gonna enhance you spiritually, and you have some kind of spiritual work that's entails, because the 10th house is all about work and prestige, and her cards are aligned with that. But yeah, I definitely agree with her reading on that for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'll send you a picture of those cards too.
Thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome, honey.
Well,
Okay, so next we have Handicapper, followed by Darren, and then Toot. Handicapper.
Handicap?
Yeah.
Okay. How you doing, handicapper? Oh, hold on a second here.
He's open.
Okay,
Hey,
how you
Brad.
doing, handicap?
Great.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Brad, Stacy. Thanks for the platform tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. No
Yeah.
problem.
I'm
How you doing today?
good. I feel everything's aligned in my life. I'm ready to be a humanitarian in a new earth with abundance. I have just a couple of things. I need insight. My birthday was
Sure.
August the 5th, 1964, 8/5/64.
Okay.
I'm not too sure the time. Maybe between 12 and 1 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. My first name's Greg.
Okay, Greg. And where were you born, Greg? What city were you born in?
California, San Fernando, California.
San Fernando. Okay. Okay, let me look this up real quick.
Sure.
You said 12 between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. You said
between 12 and 1 a.m. I really never focused on that. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna say 12:30 a.m. just in the middle, because
sure.
Because what happens is when the ascendant changes, and the degrees houses change like pretty often. So the closest you can get to a roundabout time, even if we did the middle, it would give me more of a better percentage on your chart than if I did one time or another. Because 1 a.m. is different from 12 a.m. Completely different chart. So.
Okay. And I'll give Stacy a head up. I need a love tarot.
All right. Love tarot.
But yeah, I've been on a 4-year journey right now with the ascension process, and I've been separated from a woman I deeply care about. And she's born in the same year, September 25th, and I just need to know where. I left it up to God, but I just want to know what path I should take. I've been. I don't need to explain. I just more or less. Thank you.
Okay. Would you like to ask? So you want to know, like, if there's any kind of future with this person,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Okay. Because I tolerated, but so many years of being an option, I just had to stand up and take my energy back.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not ashamed to say that. But some of us, when you deeply know it's a good person, went through almost the same path, you kind of don't want to leave them behind.
Absolutely. I understand. Do you have a name for her?
Sylvia.
Okay.
9/25/64.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that will be a larger card spread, Brad. So.
Okay.
This kind of gave you a heads up.
Thanks to both of you.
Yeah.
Thank both of you.
You're welcome.
Oh man, I definitely see some humanitarian stuff in your chart because your Venus, like you know how they say when they have to scan a person's soul to see how genuine they are, the humanitarian. Like I can see if they scanned you, you are definitely a person to be humanitarian because you have it in your Venus and it's in 29 degrees. So you are a lighthouse,
Yeah, I'm
um,
service.
my
I've
friend.
I've been service to others since I was young.
Yes, I see that. It's been a calling for you to be that way. 29 degrees, it's like that's definitely of service, like your whole life. Um, you're very charming, you're very light, airy person. You're very I would almost say you're really good artistically, either music, writing, everything. But you have like a mental approach to everything you do. So everything you touch, like you kind of figure it out or you enjoy doing it and you have a just playful kind of expressive way how you are. You're just a fun person to be around and it's in your second house. So you're really artistically inclined in the material form, in the material world. Like you have this talent for, I guess, writing or drawing or something that you have that you manifest in a practical way for you. Either maybe even being a gardener or designer. I don't know. It's something that you are good at with working with, and maybe that might help people in that sense because you're the way how you love people. It's kind of like everyone kind of gets the same a piece of you, which is like this unconditional love, this radiance, and you are a lighthouse yourself. So when you speak your truth and you tell your story, people feel that they resonate to you right away, and you're just a person that people don't forget. So um, now, Venus and Gemini's do have they since they kind of love everyone the same. It's kind of hard for them to narrow down their choice on a love interest sometimes because everybody kind of takes interest in them. So their gift of their affection sometimes goes with multiple different types of people more than a steady one because they kind of have this unconditional love for everyone. And but when you do settle down with somebody, it's a serious thing for you. It's 100% serious. Like, and that person should take heed because at 29 degrees, there's a lot of people who probably would like to be in that person's shoes. I would say.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And the one thing I noticed too, I provoke evil very easy since I was young.
yeah, I can see that. You have this your 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 sun signs in your fourth house. So and it's in 12 degrees. I think you're all around healer though. You have a little bit of everything. You're really you're a physical healer, spiritual healer, and mental healer. You have all three categories. So you kind of can read people very well. I think that you have a great mind. You're a solid mind set on things. You know who you are, and since it's in your fourth house right now, it's like your your whole personality is kind of focused on nurturing and taking care of people closest to you. Like you have this your inner spirit, your inner and spiritual world is very important to you right now than just achieving regular things in life. Like spiritual attainment, spiritual enlightenment is like your goal right now. It's like your mantra. And
You're 100%.
yeah. And you kind of need some needs with this when you go into the spiritual side because you got to be secure. You got to have somebody to support you. And that's what the fourth house is about. It's about finding security, your own inner needs, to the people that's around you. And it's possible that you kind of personally identify who you are through family and the people around you. That's kind of how you learn about yourself. So maybe looking for that person that you're connecting with right now will help solve the puzzle for you to further complete that journey of yourself. Even though I think you found most of your identity of who you are, because we shed who we are in our identity every 7 years, and especially when Saturn comes around, it shakes things up. But I feel like it you're going to go through a lot of growth right now with family, either separating from certain family members or coming into grips of getting closer to certain family members. But it's kind of like one or both of your parents kind of shaped for who you are, and probably the parent you're emotionally closest to. And it's kind of like your task is to kind of learn what types of family experiences truly nurture you and others in order for you to discard those that don't serve you well. So that's kind of what it is. So you're at your best when you allow yourself to explore these variations of what you need inside so that you can nurture yourself and others wisely and be able to share what you with a wide circle of friends and people what it needs to be nurtured and how to nurture people, how to take care of people and take care of yourself. And by going through these experiences, I think you're learning this. Now, your moon's in Cancer at 8 degrees, so this makes you very much somewhat of a physical healer. I would say empathic tendencies. You're very sensitive to energies, and you're a very caring person. You're very caring. You're very psychically in tune. You know what people need, and you intuitively know the right time to kind of step up and do things. I see you as a protector of yourself and other people, and you protect your family a lot. And you have these psychic abilities. This will make you kind of have psychic abilities because Cancers are very psychically inclined, Cancer moons, and then you have this in 8 degrees, so you're very much in tune with energies of a room or people that you're around. So they tend to. It's in your second house, so like I said, second house is and your moon sign. It's like what you value in your possessions or material worlds, and you may think or you may feel that your self-worth is connected with a physical manifestation of wealth and material comfort. But your values will probably be very important to you, how you feel, and that's kind of where it is. Like this will make you kind of go into what you value more and kind of separate yourself from the material world. But you're quite a generous person, and that's why I said because of this being your second house, this will make you very much a humanitarian. Because you want to see others be successful, and because of that, they're very giving. Your finances are going to fluctuate through your lifetime, but this is a calling for you because it's meant for you to go through these various stages of emotional growth. So when you do come into money, you're going to be able to disperse it in the way that you're supposed to disperse it. So I feel like if they were to scan somebody's soul to see if they were a genuine person and be able to be a humanitarian, you'd be right on the top of their list because it's in your chart. And then you have this rising in Taurus at 23 degrees. So you're very spiritually inclined. It's like a calling for you. The person that you're becoming is and the mask that you're wearing. It's like this. You're like this grounded leader. You're very fond of the pleasures of life, but you want security and comfort for your family. You like inviting home environments. You're willing to work hard to achieve your goals and make your home attractive in the way you want it. And you have the makings of becoming a healer. Taurus risings are like they have the makings of becoming a healer with this. They're very quiet people on the surface. I would almost say passive, but they have tremendous willpower. And because of the enhancement of knowledge, like what they know, sometimes they get interpreted as being stubborn, but they're not stubborn. It's just that they know things that other people don't understand, and they tend to hold on to what they know because they're right most of the time. It kind of gets interpreted as stubbornness, but it's just that they don't want to. When they know things, they tend to not want to let that go.
Well, you hit a home run,
I
boss.
think,
I mean, wow.
yeah. So you're very loyal. You're a very loyal person, and I think the fact is that with this placement too, material rewards and success come easily to you. So I think you manifest money in your life very easily. You can attract material success in your life very easily, and it's just natural for you to be in the position to be able to help people financially because you're able to kind of rack these things up to you. Having this placement because you're very practical, you're very productive, you're very stabilizing influence for yourself and other people around you. So keep doing what you're doing, my friend, because you're on your path, and I believe that you're going to get exactly what you're looking for.
Wow, you're a class act. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm still looking. Give him a little
Yeah.
bit more. Give him a little bit more there.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem. Send me a DM too because I am a true humanitarian that's in line for the New Earth abundance. And whatever I can do to help, let me know.
Yeah. You have your Jupiter's in 23 degrees, so it's yeah, dude, your consciousness is expanded. You're a person that's and it's in your first house. So you're a person that's kind of like the glass is definitely half full rather than half empty type of person. Like you see, you're a person of like I can do, therefore it's important. Like and you see the grass is green on the other side. So you don't let things um block you from going around and finding a solution. I feel like you have great self esteem, great expansiveness, abundant energy. You have great luck at attaining money and attracting money. Hence why I feel like you're going to be a humanitarian because you have this magnet to attract money to the material side of life to you, being it's in your Jupiter, which is the planet of luck, and it's in Taurus. So because of this, I feel like information comes to you at such a wide clip that you are able to kind of perceive things and know things. It's like you don't have to go looking for it; it just falls in your lap through people, through your news feed, through spiritual attainment. I would say through dreams or through psychic experiences. But you get the information. God talks to you through everything, all these different resources, and people with displacement in Taurus generally have the good things in life at their home. They have all the luxuries they need, and they don't have to try hard because it's like their manifestation powers on attaining this energy level is so powerful that like they seem to just attract what they want, and what they want they manifest. And I believe you're a master manifester in that regard.
Yeah, you nailed it. Especially having faith. Everybody's falling apart because they don't have patience, and I never lost my patience because I know deep down inside we're going to the new earth with abundance.
Mm, absolutely. Absolutely. And because of that, that's why it gets you through the door, man. You're like the fact you have faith and you see the grass is green on the other side, you can envision what's going on and then you see it. It allows you to be a staple, a a staple for most people. Like, dude, like a lot of people come to you to feel comfortable, and you remind them that, like, look, like we're in this, and things are going to work itself through, and they have this trust in it because of just your aura, dude. You are a lighthouse. Your aura alone kind of sets the tone for things. Like when you, even wherever you go, your aura kind of people can see your light. More so for you because it's in one of the highest placements it can be in Venus, the highest degree possible. Almost 30 degrees would be the highest, but you're at 29, so it's at the end of the degree spectrum in Venus, but to enter into Cancer. But it makes you very psychically in tune, connecting to people, and people kind of see that light within you, and so they have great trust with you. It's almost like God speaks to you a lot directly, and it shines whatever He says to you or speaks to you. It comes out in you in the manifestation in a way to where it connects to people in the soul. I don't know how that works, but it's like your energy transference for people is very, very great.
Yeah. Well, it helps by being
You're,
appreciative also.
oh yeah, awesome, awesome,
Thank you,
awesome, awesome.
thank you so much, man, for going out of your way.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Here, I'll let Stacy go ahead and here and do her
Okay.
part here.
Sorry. I was looking at 7 cards. So,
Thanks, Stacy.
well, you're welcome. Let me get, not me. Here's cards. Okay. I think I still have me. Good grief. I'll get it here from the back camera. There we go. Now, so I was trying to look at all 7 of these cards. So it took me a little bit longer to do that. So this is called a Kachina knife spread. So what I've got here for you is, in the past, you have the Hierophant. Try to pick it up off this table. And the Hierophant may represent a time of learning, mentorship, maybe having to adhere to structures and traditions. During this phase, you may have sought guidance from figures of authority or experts in particular field, following that established rules and paths laid out before you. This is a time of structured learning where mentors guide helped in shaping your understanding and perspective, steering you through complexities of life with wisdom derived from established norms. Now, you came up as the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups appears as a person. It means that you're emotionally balanced, compassionate. Let me make sure that my phone's on Do Not Disturb. Okay, nobody's going to call me. You're balanced, compassionate. You possess a deep understanding of others. They're known for their ability to maintain emotional equilibrium even in challenging situations, and their presence often brings a sense of calm and reassurance. They're revered for their emotional maturity, and they are capable of providing support and understanding. So, does that sound like you? That's what you came up as.
Thank you.
You also came up as the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a person that means that they are moving away from turmoil and towards calmer waters. So you often carry a sense of quiet determination as you are navigating through life's complexities with a newfound purpose and direction. Your aura suggests a blend of solemnity and hope, and dedicating a journey away from chaos towards peace. So let me know if that resonates with you.
Yes.
Okay. Now, for your love interest possible for Sylvia, she came up as the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords appears as a person that means that they're maybe a person have authority. They might be strategic, possess a strong sense of justice and fairness, and they often embody like a wise person. They're able to make decisions very easily with a lot of clarity and precision. This individual is respected for their intellectual capabilities, so they're pretty smart, and they have the ability to see the bigger picture in like complex situations. She also came up as the Seven of Pentacles. So this means that this person is patient, they contemplate, and they often evaluate their progress. They embody the essence of persistence and careful planning. They are typically seen as methodical in their approach to life and work, and taking time to assess and reflect on their actions and their outcomes. Does that sound anything like Sylvia?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, awesome. Now, the situation, your current situation, you've got the Hierophant. Now, she can be a little bit mysterious. We were talking about the Hierophant. It's a major arcana, but it means that you need to trust your inner voice, consider your past lessons, and focus on personal spiritual growth. It signifies a period of introspection and self-discovery, urging you to reflect on past experiences for valuable lessons. The High Priestess encourages you to heed the wisdom of your inner voice, to foster your spiritual growth, and to use these insights to navigate. Somebody's watching a basketball game or something.
Oh, I apologize. I'm working out right now, walking. I apologize.
I was like,
I'll go.
I
I'm
saw
gonna go the other way.
baseball team's like, well, yay!
Yeah, it's just people having fun. Sorry about that.
No problem. And to use their insights to navigate current situation and future relationships. So now the outcome I got was the Two of Pentacles. So it's like making a choice. You're going to have an opportunity in the future to make a choice whether you want to stay or whether you want to move on from the relationship. So it's just indicating that that is going to be a choice that you have. You're going to have maybe between this person and someone else new that you're going to be looking towards if you're going to stay with this person that you've known, or maybe you're going to be presented with a future person and you're going to have a choice to make there, which way to go.
Sure.
So that's exciting. Now, your advice is the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles also. So the 6 of Wands is just telling you to hang on here. I lost my notes, so I was trying to do a lot of different things here. Because the like this, yeah, the 7 of Swords. Sorry, the 7 of Swords is it's not swords, it's just the 6. I keep wanting to say the 7, the 6 of Swords. So it's like moving out of troubled water, but don't forget to plan on what you're doing in the future. So you can kind of get involved in moving out of this, but make sure you are in good planning whenever you do need to move out of this troubled water. So that was your advice. I know that wasn't really love related, but hopefully it gets into the picture. So if you're gonna make a choice, you want to make sure that you're just not like thinking, I'm just out of here. You want to make really plan and think about it. So
Thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
Next, we have Darren.
Darren.
Awesome. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Hello, Darren. How are you?
You can hear me, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can? Right, okay. I'm having problems with my microphone, so I need to double check. Thanks for having me, first of all.
Oh, you're welcome. Can I get your birthday? How you were born and location, please?
Yes, my birthday is the 2nd of the 6th, 1983.
Mm-hmm.
I was born at 3:33 p.m.
Okay.
And I was born in England, in Alsit. That's Oscar Romeo, Sierra Echo, Tango Tango.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. Let me look this up.
Okay, no worries.
Brad, you
Thank
have
you.
double feedback, Brad.
He has a speaker on right now, so that's why I'm Mike. Oh, when I do this. See, I think it's the feedback from his speaker. So,
Better now.
yeah. Give me 1 second here.
Darren, try again.
Can you hear me? Is that better?
Let's see if one of us talks. Well, I'm getting feedback.
You're getting feedback, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting feedback from Darren. I'm getting feedback from all of us.
All right.
Yeah,
That's odd.
You have a speaker on in the background, Darren? Bluetooth speaker or something?
I've got the TV on. Do you want me to turn it down?
Yeah, that would help.
Okay, 1 second.
That would help a lot. Okay. Okay. There you go.
So I'm just looking for.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, a lot better.
Excellent.
A lot better. Okay. 1 second here. I'm just looking everything up here for you.
Yeah, fine.
Let me see.
Were you able to hear everything he said clearly?
I did not hear what he wanted from you yet.
Okay.
But you're good to go in that regard.
Okay. So Darren, I do Reiki healings. I can do spirit releasements if you feel like you have an attachment. I can do tarot cards, and I can do oracle cards. So do you have anything that sounds resonates with you?
I would love the tarot cards, and I do have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
The question is basically, it's what is it I need to know right now for my highest good?
Okay. I might do this spread. It's called What You Need to Know, Grow, and Let Go. So it's a 3-card spread, if that's okay. Yeah. And then Brad, y'all need some time to look at that to work with these cards when you get ready.
Okay.
Okay, you want me to go for it then?
Yeah, go ahead, Brad. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Where can we start here? Okay, so Aaron, you're an energy mover too. I see you move a lot of energy around. You have this ability to kind of make things flow for you because you have the sun in Gemini. Your sun signs in Gemini. It's in the second house, so you're very you have like a strong urge to kind of identify things, resources that create safety and comfort for you, and that you feel closest to, that you truly value, and your affordable willpower. Like you attract much of what you desire in your life. So energy, what you desire energetically, kind of attracts to you, and you can manifest things pretty easily in your life by that reason. I feel, you love you love aesthetically pleasing things. You kind of attract monetary wealth to you. I feel like you attract money to you, people, love and beauty and symbols. You are a bit. I definitely know that you are an attractor. Like you have this personal magnetism to you, not only physically but energetically too. So energetically includes money because money is currency. Currency is energy, so forth. And because your Venus is in 25 degrees Cancer, you're a lighthouse too. Like you just everything you do, people see and take notice. Like you're one of those souls that generally is here on a mission to do something. Cancer and Venus are very sensitive, caring people, and they're very loyal. You're very affectionate, and you operate on like a unconscious instinctual level when you do things. It's almost psychic in a sense of how you love people and you get information on things. And they generally, men that have this in their placement are excellent fathers, especially in Cancer, because they have a fond of children and the life of the home and maintaining the home life. It goes right along with you because it's in your 4th house. So you're a natural nurturer, you're gentle, you're receptive and charming. I feel like, since it's in your 4th house, you have this deeply felt connection within yourself and where you kind of grew up. Maybe like where you grew up, it's like a close sentimental connection to you, or wherever your environment is a psychological connection for you. So if your environment at home is serene, then it kind of has you psychically inclined and charged up to where you're out there, you're running on all cylinders. I think like your moon sign in Aquarius makes you very much of a free thinker. And it's on 21 degrees. So you get thoughts and ideas and concepts beamed to you all the time. It's like you get downloads of information all the time. All the time. Especially when you're around people of like mind. Like you're like a natural conduit for information, and it's in your 11th house. See, people who have Aquarius moons, they're really kind people. They sometimes they can kind of seem erratic in their thinking, and it's only because their brains are always running at 100 miles an hour and they're always thinking about something. And they can tend to be talkers because they like to express what they feel in their minds right away. They don't like to hold things in. So
spot on. I shouted from the rooftops.
Yes, you do. And it's like a natural inclination for you to be an active force for good in the world. Like it's something that's like pushing you to want to be like in humanitarian and do something good. And like I feel like you have this great, because you have this alignment, your thought process is so original and so great that it almost is downloads. It is downloads you're getting. And that's interesting because it coincides with the 11th house for you. And the 11th house is all about emotional sensitivity and social arenas. Kind of like you seek comfort and security in friends and group associations. People of like mind that think like you is kind of how you find yourself. So you find yourself, you kind of are finding yourself through your emotions, through people. And you're very dynamic in group settings. Like when it comes to inputting in think tanks, or like putting in your thoughts and your thought process, people trust your thought process because it's so original, it's so creative, it's so like right on par that like when you speak it or like, yeah, that makes sense. And it kind of and you have this view of being able to see things detached from emotion, so you don't get caught up in the ego thing. It's kind of like you see it kind of for what it is, and you have the ability to kind of share that information. So that's what I think is really special for you. And it's right now, since it's in your 11th house, I feel like you prefer to have several types of acquaintances in various groups that kind of find who you are right now. So you have a lot of different groups of friends and maybe different groups of people that you associate with, maybe even on Telegram, that you kind of are involved with. And that's how you're finding who you are between these associations, these like-minded people. And then you're finding these people who are in these groups. You're a really good organizer. I think you're the person that I can kind of set up stuff socially and create things, events for people. And that's kind of where you're really good at rallying the troops. And you kind of Aquarius moons in their 11th house kind of have a tendency to overextend themselves and become divided because they get involved with too many group projects at once. So you got to kind of guard against being naive or friendly and taking in too much responsibility onto yourself from all these groups, because you feel like you might owe it to all these people to have to do stuff, but you don't have to owe them anything. And that's why I think you're discovering, and you probably already learned that. Because that's like a learning.
Recently, actually. Yeah, just recently,
Yeah.
but that's just a recent thing. But it's been going on in my life, and you keep mentioning 11. Just to add a little bit of information, I'm also life path number master 11, so the 11's come out there as well.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that 11 number is powerful for you, and I see it in here. Yeah, that 11, and it's in your 11th house is teaching you a lot of lessons with this, and and because of this is how you're finding yourself, because of this house placement. Like it's at the perfect alignment because your life path number, and then it's the 11th house. So it's like your guides, your angels are really giving you a spiritual lesson right now in this phase of your life, because your sun sign in this house. It's kind of like, this is how you're finding out who you are. And you kind of have to learn how to kind of find your tribe, like lessen all these groups and stick to things that resonate with you, that stimulate your frequency and your mindset. And once you become more discriminating with that, which I think you're already doing, but once you become more discriminating with that, you're going to, you can kind of manage things easier in your life and your interests, instead of taking in all these interests from all these other groups. Kind of for you. Now your rising's Taurus, so you're very grounded. You love beauty. You're a natural healer. I feel like you do heal. You are a healer. Okay. I don't know, physically, maybe a physical healer and spiritual. You have a mixture of both. I would say all around, because it's in this placement of the mental and physical. So it's in between both. So you can kind of, I feel like you kind of are very psychic. You can read people very well. You can move energy around. You can kind of see timelines. You might have some intense dreams where things are communicated to you in that manner. But overall for you, you're very dependable. You're very loyal and kind. And you do have this personal magnetism, just like everything else, because your Venus is so high that, yes, you have the same personal magnetism as handicapper, where you guys both have Taurus. You both have Taurus risings, and then you both have this high Venuses. So you attract people. You can't go out in public without people like seeing your light, or like when you step up in group associations, people tend to gravitate to you and your thought process because it makes sense, and it's like your truth that you speak is so genuine. It's almost like God's coming through you and speaking to the people when you do the things that you do, and it's a natural conduit. You're a natural conduit for the spiritual energy, because it's who you are. So I would almost say you have some pretty angelic, I would say, inclinations. Maybe in your galactic chart, you might have a lot of galactic conjuncts in here where you were, before you incarnated here, you were a high energy being or angel at one point, because the things of how you do, how things attract animals, people that attract you very well. And because it's in this Cancer spot, you're really receptive and charming and a natural, I want to say mothering, but like you're a natural, dependable nurturer with this energy spiritually. You know how to make people feel comfortable, loved, embodied, and that's an interesting thing to have. So,
well, just to add towards it again, you're saying angelic. My surname's White, as in the color.
Oh,
so obviously white light, yeah.
Interesting. You know, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white light, one of the purest lights. It's the crystalline light coming from what they say, the whitest, the purest light is the one from source, which is crystalline and in nature. Yeah. So it is white light. So very purifying. I would say it's interesting that your last name is White. Maybe your higher self chose that name because of what you're embodying, but you're definitely embodying it, and you know who you are because your Mercury's in your first house. You're stepping into your power. So keep doing what you're doing. You're very practical. Okay, you're very much practical. You like to learn. You like to study. Being you have this placement, and you're very much make things make sense for you. And because of your opinion, how you think and how you speak it, you're so grounded that you kind of make things make sense. And you're very much hands-on person and stepping things through. And you're stepping into your power right now, being in your first house. So you're really intuitive and perceptive. Nothing escapes your attention right now. Like your discernment is spot on.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you saying that to me. I kind of feel like I needed to hear that. So, it's like almost like a confirmation in a way, because one of my main points at the moment is finding kind of like the middle way. And the middle way is like kind of distorting everything that's left and right that no longer serves, and going deeper to self, or coming back deeper to self, to find actually true who I am and where my place is and where I'm going.
Yeah. Yes, I definitely see that. You have to go, but see, that's part of it is that you, since these group associations, how you're seeing yourself through people, has you now seeing yourself going deeper within to find out who you are through these engagements with people of higher mind. So it's like it's like a mirror for you. It's like you find out exactly who you are through other people, and it allows you to go deeper within yourself by doing that.
It's almost like remembering something that you already know.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's that's fantastic, mate. Spot on. I really appreciate it. That's really very kind of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, let's basically go ahead and do the thing here. See here.
Are you ready for me? Are you still looking at something, Brad?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So for you, I went ahead and pulled an oracle card for you also, and I pulled the Phoenix card for you, which is to be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So I'll send you a picture of that in the book too, so that way you can see what all it says about that.
Excellent.
And then I also drew these tarot cards for you.
Thank you.
Yes, this is what you need to know, what you need to grow, and what you need to let go. So, so for what you need to know is the Five of Pentacles. It wants you to know you may need to preserve through difficult times and find inner strength to overcome challenges. This card encourages you to seek solace in your spiritual practices and to lean on your inner resources to help you navigate the hardships you may be facing. By staying connected to your spiritual path, you can find the courage and resilience needed to weather the storm. Now, for what you need to grow is the sun. The sun is the best card in the tarot deck. So what you need to grow, the sun means that it's urging you to embrace the positive energy and let your light shine brightly. You are being encouraged to have faith in your own abilities and believe that you have what it takes to succeed. The sun is a reminder that even when things seem bleak, there is always something positive to be found. And trust the journey and know that everything will work out in the best. You are being called to embrace the present moment, connect with your inner child, and experience the joy of life. And for what you need to let go is the Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles means that you might be neglecting your spiritual well-being in favor of material pursuits, leading to an imbalance in your life. This card encourages you to evaluate your priorities and consider the importance of spiritual growth and inner harmony. And by finding a balance between the material and the spiritual aspects of your life, you can achieve greater overall fulfillment and well-being. So that's the message I have for that.
Wow. Yeah, okay, that's spot on. I kind of almost knew that, but still, it was good to hear it. And obviously, that's probably what's been going through my head today, actually, about where do I go now to work on my spiritual growth. That's something that I've been asking myself today. So it's very kind of you to do this tonight, because obviously it's helped me out a little bit, give me a little bit of food for thought.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
definitely encouraging you to do that too. For sure.
Was that sorry? I didn't hear that. What did you say?
So it's definitely encouraging you to do that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Awesome, man. Yeah, guys. I do full private sessions, and in the private sessions, we go deeper into your natal chart. So what I'm just showing you here is the flights of what the private sessions are like. The private sessions go deeper. We go into all your fixed star information, your birthday chart, and then your galactic chart, which shows me which type of star seed you are, what type of personalities you get along in this life. If you're a soul that was from Orion, involved in any of the Orion history, all the type of stuff that you wanted to know, including what we're supposed to be doing in this life now, because the outer planets kind of reflect that. And there are sometimes some people have some spiritual callings in there to be doing stuff. And if you're interested in these private sessions, please DM me, and I'll give you some more information on that. And also, Stacy does private sessions as well. So if you need Reiki healing, or if you do need attachments removed, or if you just need tarot card reading on something, please hit her up. She's very good at what she does, and she's a master and a practitioner of this. And she's showing you now that she does this. So thank you, guys.
It sounds really good. I'm definitely going to, I would like to definitely come back to that one. I definitely will come back on that one, because I find it's quite interesting. So especially the tactic side of things, I've not done that before. So
yeah, and it's amazing. Reiki is a Japanese healing technique that focuses on relaxing and pain reduction. And even at a distance, it works. It's quite amazing. People have had Justin has shoulder pain this week, and I was able to get rid of his shoulder pain. People have had diverticulitis, and that's gone away. Had people that had pain with kidney stones, and that went away. So it's a super awesome way of controlling those those pains and getting rid of that, and helping balancing your chakras and stuff too. So we can do lots of stuff for you out there.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of us need balancing and energies. Sometimes we do need a helping hand, and it does help when you're, especially if you're tired or you have too much energy. It could be an imbalance. So just remind yourself of that, guys. All right, Kathy. Well,
Okay, so last up we have Toot.
oh, Toots. Love to see you.
Hey y'all.
Hi, Toot.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. That's a nickname from up home. I've had it all my life, but my real name is Jennifer.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Could I have your birthday, time you were born, and location, please?
Yes, August 20th, 1964.
Okay.
2:14 in the a.m.
Okay.
and Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Okay. Awesome. I love West Virginia.
I like to visit.
Yeah, I get it. You're from there. I get it. I get it. Some places we're from, we've been there all our life. We're like, okay, I can visit, but I got to be somewhere else here. Okay, let me look this up here for you. Let me see here. Okay.
And Jennifer, did you know if you wanted to do a Reiki healing or spirit releasement, oracle card, tarot card reading? Did you have anything fascinated?
How do you know if you have an attachment? I mean,
well, I can check that out for you.
What I would really like to know, and I don't know if you can answer this with cards, but I had a heart attack some years back, but before the heart attack, I was very I had been into some very good meditation and was actually able to people from the other side were contacting me, but since the heart attack, it's just like it's all gone. Like I don't know, it's like somebody cut my phone cord, and I didn't know if will I get it back? I want it back.
Okay. You want it back, so you want to know if you'll get that back. Okay.
I would love that.
Okay. I'll pull some cards and see if I can get any kind of insight on that.
Thank you.
So for Jennifer,
Okay. Toots. So yeah, man, you have some very powerful alignments. A lot of people who are born in the cusp seem to be very psychically inclined because they have a little mixture of both. They have the energy from two signs, so a lot of them tend to be really angelic, really spiritual, and really intuitive. And you have the makings of a spiritual impact. Very spiritual. Like you view your whole life, you've been seeing things and you perceive reality differently than most people. It's in Leo, so which rules Leo rules is a fixed fire sign, but it rules the heart and the spine, and it also like a lot of energy gets exerted in the heart area and your back. So it's interesting you said you had a heart attack, and that could be because a lot of energy is induced into the heart from a lot of Leo. So you're signed in the third house. So basically, right now, you're developing your intellect and communicating your ideas with people. You're really keenly an observer of your reality, and boy, you see things in your reality. You see things different than most people. I think you not only see what's physically around, but the spiritual side as well. Orbs, apparitions. You get messages, I would say. through people, through nature, through animals. It's constantly making you curious, and you need to learn new ideas and exchange your ideas. It's like you need mental stimulation for you right now. Anything that's raising your consciousness and that's stimulating your mind, that's what you're all in for. If it's mundane, if it's boring, it doesn't get your attention. This also will make you in the makings of being a good public speaker and a writer. So if you're writing down or jotting down your journey, or if you have like a page where you can document your experiences and kind of put it out in your words, I think would be up your alley, because what you have to say is definitely connect to a lot of people. You have this ability to understand and communicate ideas and scientific ideas. So maybe it might be to add into your information, to your storehouse. Right now, anything that's stimulating your mind goes to the central database of your mind, and it allows you to be even more makings of this teacher I see, or this storehouse of knowledge. And you have really good at communicating about the world and everything around you. You have to be intellectually stimulated and challenged in order for you to demonstrate your natural abilities. Because if you're not challenged and stimulated, then you won't. It's kind of like you won't learn anything spiritually. So I feel like a lot of your guides are pushing you to challenge yourself and go outside the box naturally, and you do that all the time. Your moon's in Capricorn, and it's also in 23 degrees. So this is also, I would see a very spiritual alignment for you. Because Capricorn moons are very serious and practical people. Okay, they're ambitious, they're inquisitive. They can sometimes have a power complex because they like things in order. They like things in control. They're very connected to social mores, so they're very kind of somewhat responsible with things, and they have difficulty in just being happy because they're always judging themselves or trying to put enormous pressure on themselves to perform. So sometimes it might be hard for you to achieve your own ambitions at the expense of others, and I think you learn that in your journey, your spiritual journey, and now you're not like that no more. Like you were maybe once like that, but like since it's in 23 degrees, it's like that lesson was taught to you, and now you have this terrific self-control and determination to get things done. Like you will things into existence. I think maybe this is also a strong placement for you with some kind of parental figure. I think maybe your father really influenced you. That's what's being told to me. Like your father, maybe in your earlier years, really was like the person that made you who you are, and that also can be subconscious fears to work through in order to kind of come true to your understanding of other people because of this connection sometimes. But since it's in your 8th house, you're very intuitive, you're very emotionally sensitive, you're very psychic. Okay, like the experiences you have in your reality kind of go, or the connections you have are really deep rooted, they're really emotional experiences. So you're naturally an empath, you're naturally intuitive, and I think you're interested in any subjects that have some depth and stimulate your interest in your mind. So you research a lot. You're always researching. You're always looking into things. If it's something esoteric, if it's something about life, death, mortality, frequency, sound, astrophysics, anything that's stimulating for you right now is like you're all in. And this can make you have psychic or astral experiences a lot of the times, like vivid dreams, daydreams that you get information from, seeing things at nighttime sometimes or the daytime. Like you have these experiences a lot. And this is also, people who have this placement a lot tend to perceive people's motives very easily because they are very psychically tuned. So you're really good at reading people. I would almost say to a point where you do readings yourself on people, or you could if you wanted to, with this placement. It's like you want to know the depths of your reality and your being to the extreme. So you're willing to kind of divulge in all the information you can and experience it. And maybe it's a calling for you to do that. And then you have this ability to psychically connect to people because your rising's in 1 degree. So you are an empath. And when I say spiritual empath, meaning you're so sensitive to energies that you can't be around a lot of people like myself, like large groups of people. No, you can't be around. It's too much on you. If it's too chaotic and crazy, it makes you go crazy. And especially with Cancer, because Cancer risings tend to collect residue, psychic debris from people that they are around. That's part of like their gift. It's like they psychically connect to people's energy, and then they're doing it to other people's energy unknowing. And because you're so much an empath already with that, it's like you have to be selective of who you are around because it does influence your mood and your emotional stability. But you're a natural nurturer and protective person. And since Cancer's ruling planet is the moon, this tends to rule your emotions a lot. Even though you have a cap moon and you're very, I would say, secure emotionally, it does affect you sometimes with displacement because you're so sensitive to energies. You're very intuitive. So you can easily get things and things will just come to you and you'll just pick up on things and usually your first inclination is right. And you're a really passive person. I don't see you as being a person that's like really aggressive. You're really passive, and you're really subtle rather than a direct person. And you're like a mirror for the moods that are around you. So that can kind of affect you in that way because if people are, let's say, chaotic and erratic, then you become chaotic and erratic. If people are quiet and nice and calm, then you become that because you're a direct mirror, so to speak. Does that make sense?
It does. A lot of it does. The influence of possibly my father might have been a negative influence. He wasn't around when I was a kid, but I have recently reconnected with him. So,
yeah, that might have been a spiritual lesson for you too. That's interesting you say that because it's so powerful connection in your moon sign. Like it was meant for you to go through that, to have that experience, to be the person that you are now.
It's a possibility. It has, I mean, it steered the things that he had said to me in his absence also steered my life for a lot of years. And I have finally overcome that and become a bit stronger, I think, from it. With the help of my husband, he has allowed me to grow and figure out that I don't screw up everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And one other thing to add on here too, your Jupiter and Taurus is so expanded. Your consciousness is so expanded right now. It's at 25 degrees and it's in its 12th house. So you're really introspective right now. I believe that you're taking in all this information and you're perceiving your reality to the extremes. You're seeing both the spiritual realm and you're seeing what's happening. You kind of like since people who have a high placement in their Jupiter like this, they were meant to be awake at this time because they were the ones that getting all this information from other sources, not just from what they see, but like through people, through like you don't have to look for information at all. Like it comes to you in your news feed, it comes to you through people, it comes to you through your experiences. God talks to you a lot through this placement, and since it's in your 12th house, it's like you're really quiet and unassuming type of person. Like you're very good and kind, you're considerate, but because you're really quiet, you keep a lot of information in that you don't want to share a lot because you kind of are afraid of what people might think of what you know because you know a lot. So you kind of keep it in instead of sharing it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the case for you a lot. And you set this personal code of conduct for yourself. So, which you're really true to. And no matter what public opinion may be, you stay true to that. And that's kind of where I see it right now for you. And that's okay because you're very sensitive to energies and sometimes you can't express what you feel because what you feel is sometimes unexpressible. It's like, it's just it's a weird feeling. So, yeah, I feel like this will keep you at your house a lot, in your own world. So you don't have to go out much.
I could easily be a hermit.
Yeah.
I'm the antisocial. I don't, yeah, we go out. My husband and I will go out and I'm like, yeah, no, it's too peoply out here. Let's go home.
Yeah. It'll keep you at your house a lot. Because
yes.
what appears, 12th house is like, what appears, you often appear more at home in your own world than out in reality because your own world has a lot to dictate of who you are and how you learn versus being out in public and just places. Like it's more satisfying for you because it's a very introspective alignment for your Jupiter. And that's kind of how you learn and grow. You have this appreciation for the home environment and home life. You're really good at attracting money to you. And I bet your house is beautiful, it's plush, it's serene for you. It helps ease your mind a lot. And you build it in such a way to where that is where you retreat and get your solace from. So that's another reason why you have this placement. But this makes you very lucky having a Taurus in the luck planet because you very have a gift. You have a gift of making money without trying hard. So that's a gift that you have. So
Well,
you just, it's like an
I haven't
energetic
seen
thing.
I haven't seen that one yet. My husband was a chiropractor. He's retired, and I was called a gold digger. I have yet to find that gold, but
Oh man, but you have it. I mean, and you know, energy, money doesn't necessarily mean. Well, we kind of look at it as money being it, but it's also energy. So, like, you kind of find the people that kind of, even if you don't make it yourself, you put yourself around people who do or who think of a higher mind to attract it to yourself. So once I feel like you're able to kind of find more of who you are, things will gravitate to you very fast. Like just the finer things in life will gravitate to you.
yeah, the way I see it, even in this economy right now, God provides, and I have full
Yeah,
faith in that. And when we need it, it comes. So,
yeah, it does very much so for you. And like I said, you're very secure. You're very safe in that mindset. A lot of people who have this placement don't like to take a lot of risks, especially financially. So they tend to. You rarely take chances, and you're very secure on who you are, and because of that, it sometimes you end up getting. It's like you get to the finish line, and you see exactly the results that you're looking for, even if it doesn't come to you right away. By you staying in that mindset, things does work in your favor more so than not. So keep thinking the way you are. Okay? Keep being who you are in that regard, and just know that you are an empath. So
yeah, well, yeah, I kind of knew that. I mean, I feel what everyone else feels, and sometimes it's hard to determine what's mine.
yeah,
So, and not someone else's. So I don't know.
hmm yeah. I can see that. I can see that because you
I
have your
do miss,
Saturn
I,
Pisces
I
too.
do, I do miss talking to those, people who have passed, and they haven't come to me in a long time. So I almost feel like I lost my gift, and I want it back. I want it back. So,
I think the gift you never lost your gift. I think maybe it's a new phase in your life to kind of re-find yourself, and you probably still have that gift. Um, it could be a lot of different factors, but you never truly lose that gift, the gifts that you have. It becomes a new phase of how to attain it and what else you have in store because sometimes we have to lose parts of ourselves to open up more for more new energies and more things to transpire within ourselves. Like I had to go into becoming of who I was. You have to kind of drop that old identity of who you are and then to open up room for all these new things. And then the old identity comes back. It never really goes away, but it's all this new growth, these new abilities, these new things that you're going to be able to do that you're making room for right now.
okay, that's fair. Yeah. Well,
So,
I do love being able to communicate, and I do see, things out of the corner of my eye. And when my grandmother passed, I saw her spirit go
mhm.
along in the kitchen, and no one else saw it, but I saw it.
Interesting.
You know,
Interesting.
so yeah, I see things. I saw a spirit in our office. My husband happened to see it too, though, so I don't know if that was just me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like that for you your whole life, probably, right? You've been seeing spirits and whole life they've been coming to you like this.
Well, not really coming to me, but I would see little things,
Okay.
and they, people have come to me in my dreams. Um, They even came to me in my dreams before they passed. So I don't know. I don't know how to label all of that. I just um I would give anything to get messages from, say my grandmother and grandfather, and then I finally did, I guess when I was ready. Um Spiritually, after going through the meditation and everything. And then it did come to me. But I always wanted to be able to do that for others, because it's so healing. I would love to be able to give messages to other people, and which I have done. I have done. Um, but again, it hasn't happened in a long time, so I miss it.
Oh, well, I think it'll come back to you. Um,
I sure hope
it's
so.
fine for you too. And the fact that you're aware of this, that's even more so better. Some people don't even aware that they can do these things. So, just keep being who you are. Know that you have this ability, and eventually it might come back. You might want to try to get things to help align yourself with that, and maybe different crystals that work well with connecting psychically like that would help you. I think
I did.
you already have crystals because of your Uranus and Pluto alignments. I believe you do have some. So maybe,
If you only knew how many.
yeah, you
What
do
about
have
the
some already.
Ormus?
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
Ormix would definitely help. Yes, Kathy,
What
great,
is
great.
it?
Get some so Ormus, which is monatomic gold, helps cleanse the pineal gland and also helps strengthen. So people who have spiritual abilities like this will have
Mhm.
better experiences. And it's called Ormus. And there's
Okay.
a brand called
We'll send it to you.
yeah,
I'll send you
Kathy.
the
Awesome.
link.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
perfect.
send you the link to that. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I was told that if I, went back in to try to meditate again, try that with amethyst on my pineal gland, that, it'll take a little time, but it will come back. But I haven't done it. I'm busy babysitting my grandbaby, and there's a lot of frustration with that. So I need to get myself in a little bit of a calmer, better place. To
Mm-hmm.
be able to do that. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that's a catch-22 because actually, if I would meditate, I would be in a calmer, better place.
Right. And maybe some white howlites would help you too. Because
Okay.
I know white howlite's a great stone for peace, tranquility, and calmness. I call it the natural Xanax. But when people wear it, it helps keep them calm. The stress levels are down. Has lithium in the stone itself, and if you have it around you, it will keep you in a state where you won't, stress yourself out, especially in stressful situations. It keeps you kind of calm naturally.
Well, something interesting is the last psychic lady I spoke to in person. Um, she owns a shop around here, and I walked in, and it was a crystal shop. And she told me, she's like, "You have no idea how powerful you are." She says, "Do you even know who your guide is?" And I said, "Well, I know who one of them is, but," and she's like, "It's Gabriel. You're very powerful."
Mm-hmm.
So
I could
I
definitely.
don't know.
No, I can definitely see you have some. You do have some angels as your guides. Um, People who are very spiritual have powerful spiritual alignments. I'm pretty sure if I looked at your galactic chart, it would tell me that you have a lot of angels as guides. Because that's one of the things in the galactic chart. It tells you exactly where, if your guides are a lot of angels as your guides, or if they're just beings from other places. But people who generally have angelic guides are very psychic. All their chakras are open. They're natural leaders. They're here for a purpose. And yeah, I from your first two alignments, I can already see that. Yeah, you do have a lot of angelic guides, and they are very powerful, which makes you in turn very powerful because they do talk to you a lot.
Well, I feel like I'm here for a purpose, that is for sure. So that's
Awesome.
awesome. Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
all that.
Yeah, that was great. So, I've pulled some cards for you, and I've sent some pictures to you too. I went
Thank
ahead
you.
and it's interesting because the oracle card I pulled was direct correspondent to one of the other cards I pulled too. So I love it when the universe does stuff like that. It's like,
So that's a good thing, I guess.
oh yeah, it's like double confirmation, right? I love
Okay.
that. So let me put my camera on. Let's see. No, do I have my camera on? Video, come on. Back camera. There we go. Okay. So I did past, present, future for you. And so in the past, I got that there was judgment. So now the judgment in the past can represent a pivotal moment where you might have experienced a wake-up call leading to personal transformation or clear understanding of your life's purpose. This was a time of enlightenment where you began to view your life through a renewed lens, cultivating a deeper connection with your inner self. It symbolized a period of maturity and wherein your wisdom acquired from the past became a beacon, guiding you to walk a path aligned with your true purpose and values. So the current position is the moon. So there's a lot of hidden things here. So the moon is a time of introspection, where not all is it seems, and urging you to trust your intuition to find a way through hidden aspects of your life. So this period calls for careful examinations of your feelings and the situations around you, as appearances may be deceptive. The presence of the moon indicates that by acknowledging, exploring your subconscious mind and emotional undercurrents, you can uncover truths that will guide you towards clarity and understanding. So I like that. So you're gonna find a way to find a way. Okay, and so the future card I got was the Ten of Pentacles. Now the Ten of Pentacles, the future can represent a culmination of all your efforts leading to long-lasting security and success. It's a positive sign. It indicates that your hard work and dedication will soon be rewarded with a stable and secure environment. It encourages you to keep pushing towards as you are on the right path to achieving not only personal success, but something that will benefit you and your loved ones for years to come. So that was exciting. And so I was still like, well, hey, well, can you give me a nudge on, is she going to get this gift that she's been wanting back? And so I got the Four of Wands, which was it's a big celebration card. It's a big victory card. It's a message that of joy and celebrations. You're being reminded to express gratitude for the blessings in your life and cherish your loved ones and create an environment, an atmosphere of happiness around you, and to be open to receiving even more blessings in the future. So trust that the universe has your back and that everything is falling into place for you. It encourages you to encourage you to have faith in yourself and the universe and to celebrate the journey you have been on so far. And so for timing wise, I always look at this as 4 weeks to 4 months. And then I pulled Fortune Oracle card, and I also got celebrations. So you are ready to begin to bring new and exciting things into your life. So that was exciting for that. And then while Brad was doing your thing, I went ahead to see if you needed a spirit releasement. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did that. And then I did get that you had 3 earthbounds with you, and that they had not crossed over to go to the light to do their light review yet, and you had some dark energy, so I removed those from you. So I'm hoping that will help. You'll feel lighter also with that.
Thank you. So the earthbounds, they're still with me, or you remove those?
No, I sent them
Okay,
to
okay.
I sent them to Source with love, and so they can do their life review, and then they can choose to come back. So a lot of times people, after they pass, they don't understand what they need to do, or they don't realize they're gone, or they want to have revenge and they miss their opportunity to move forward. So yeah, it happens a lot, unfortunately, but I was able to send those to the lights for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have displacement, where they're spiritually inclined, will attract a lot of earthbounds if they're not careful, and they kind of can cause havoc in our lives when we have these attachments on us. So just make sure you drink plenty of water now that she did that tonight, and you should feel a lot different going into the morning.
Okay.
That's
Thank you very much.
That was very interesting that she had 3 spirits. Could those 3 spirits have been blocking her clairvoyance from contacting loved ones, you think?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, they could.
That's the feeling I got inside me.
Mm-hmm.
There definitely could be.
And that's why I went ahead and did that, just in case that would help with that.
Well, that's awesome. I guess we're gonna try. I guess we'll try it out, huh?
I did that first, and then I did the tarot card reading, and then
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate this.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very much welcome.
All right. Yep.
All right.
So we're gonna join in cats in a few.
Okay.
And it was pretty good evening. You guys, not for nothing, Stacy and Brad, you guys are wonderful, but you definitely sound very, very exhausted. No, you know what I'm saying? Stacy looks a lot better today and sounds better, but yesterday and week prior, she was completely so tired, and then today, Brad was completely. He looked like he got ran over by a truck when I picked him up. I mean, he was so tired, and me too. I had the worst day at work. I'm never tired. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I think it was that Schumann resonance that wiped us all out last night.
Yeah, it was definitely energetic release and gain of energy. And so a lot of us pick up spiritual debris and we have a hard time releasing it, or it just affects us very much, like today. So, today was a really, really strong day. I think because the last 24 to 48 hours, we've been getting blasted with such high frequencies that it was above normal, because the normalcy was the last few days before that was we were getting hit with these regular energies. And then all of a sudden, those last 48 hours, we just got a couple of huge blasts, full body blasts. So your body's feeling it, and then the effects of those blasts are now hitting us 24 hours later, which is which is about right. So, very intense time.
I didn't sleep that whole election night and went straight to work. Mm-hmm. So hopefully this weekend I could catch up and relax and sleep. You know what I mean? It was so exciting. And
yes.
Yeah, I'm like so overtired now, but I'm wired. It's a horrible feeling.
Yeah. Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
Same here. I'm very wired and everything. For everybody that got readings today, I'm going to post on the wall the audio and video so you can keep it for yourself. And if you guys want a personal session, please DM me and I'll give you some information on that. It's very detailed. It's about an hour and a half. We sit together, go through your whole chart, your birthday chart, and your galactic alignments. So I can kind of tell you where your past lives are and what type of beings will be on your spiritual team. Because a lot of people were like, oh, am I Palladian, Arcturian? Like, it's all in your galactic chart. And also in your natal chart alignments, kind of hint towards what our souls have done in our past life. So I thank you guys again for being here on this Friday. I'm going to try to have the next Friday we're gonna try to have I'm gonna try to get somebody else on here too with me and Stacy, do some like psychic readings, and we're gonna make it like a conglomerate of different healers here.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, maybe we'll get Teresa if she's not, if she's free. Maybe we'll get Teresa in here.
Yeah,
Teresa,
awesome.
T, I opened your mic, T.
Is Teresa in here?
Yeah, I'm in here. I'm listening.
Okay. Teresa knows some Vedic, and maybe she can look at the aspects and she can tell you exactly what's going to happen in your future, which is really good. It brings another layer
Mine
to
looks
this.
amazing.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I am too. I am too. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I can't
Well,
wait.
so,
I just want. Sorry, I just wanted to say thank you again. It was great. I just wanted to. You were just saying about you wanted to get more people in that do this kind of stuff. So I just wanted to. One of my friends is also here in the group. It's Bernice. She actually put her hand up. I think she got in a bit late. She actually does the Akashic record readings. So I don't know if that's something you're interested in. Maybe maybe she can DM you, or maybe you can talk to each other. Maybe she can also help out a little bit.
Interesting.
She's actually in the group. She's actually now Bernice. She's actually in here at the moment. I just wanted to say that again and say thank you again. It's been absolutely fantastic. So.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm going to go to bed now because I'm in Germany and it's like 20:03. So I'm a little. But I stayed up for it anyway. But that's how it goes. So I'll give Bernice, if you want to talk to Bernice, that I'm sure she'll be happy to explain. Have a good one, everyone.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I love to have as many healers as possible to kind of come up and share their experiences and what they can do, and yeah, that would be great. I'd love to have it. Maybe we make this kind of like a diverse healing type of experience for everyone. So that would be ideal. And I've done Akashic record reading before, where it's a guided meditation. But so I'm very interested in all that stuff because it definitely QHTTP is definitely interesting, and it's right along with what we are all doing because we're all quantum healers in a sense. So
hi, it's Bernice that Darren just spoke about.
Hello.
Hi, Stacey.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Not a very good sound. Yeah, I just love your tonight. It's been amazing.
Thank you. Thank you
you
very much.
It.
Yes.
And with the Akashic records, you probably understand. It's not necessarily about telling the future, but it's going into who you are from a wisdom perspective.
Interesting.
And
do you do guided meditation? Did you learn the QHTTP from Dolores Cannon, or did you learn it from someone else, or?
Oh, actually, no. I've just learned introspective hypnosis.
Oh, okay.
But Akashic records are bringing forward the wisdom of your higher self.
Interesting. Okay.
Everybody has a vibrational record of all their lives. And when you do a reading for the Akashic, it's reading the higher self. So it's your own wisdom that you're bringing forward for that person. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
It does. Interesting.
I'm gonna have to hop off here.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a YouTube live here.
Yeah. I gotta let you go. We're gonna we're probably gonna end this live here because we did go over the time. But yeah, BB, I will definitely DM you and stay in contact with you. Maybe we can set something up for next Friday.
Okay. One thing I would love to have my galactic